Evelyn Van Zant here with Mrs. VZ's classes for our second business takeaway. We continued talking about communication this time because we needed to focus not just on student communication, but parent communication. And because everything is on email, that can be a little confusing. So we talked about 3 different areas that I want to visit today. First, I want to spend time talking about hearing the parents. Next, I want to talk about using a positive tone in our communication with parents. And third, I want to talk about anticipating the needs of our parents and students so that we can take our students all the way to a successful class. From our discussion on listening or hearing our parents, we talked about this whole concept of our only means of communication being email. And this is very challenging to communicate over email. As a matter of fact, I just had a conversation with a parent apologizing for the confusion that we had over email. Of course, she acknowledged that yes, discussing things over email can be really hard, but we discussed some tips in our little group that we chatted. And one of the things that we can do to make sure parents feel heard via email is timely response. I try to respond personally within 24 hours, but sooner if possible. And I think that a timely response helps a parent feel heard. Another thing that can help someone feel heard over email is actually restating the question and requesting clarification if needed. These tips hopefully will help us have better communication and communicate to the parents that we are hearing them when they communicate with us via email. We also talked about positive tone, affirming the information that we've received via email, affirming the parent as a person, affirming the student, just always having that positive spin to our words. When I'm communicating with parents, I use words like wonderful. I want to use those positive tones to really encourage this open flow of communication. I might even use words like great idea, and then I'll jump on that and really affirm that idea by communicating that that would be a great thing to implement in my class or something like that. And I always affirm their questions as well with something like good question, and then share that answer. I also love to make sure that I am using positive terms when I'm referring to their students. So all of these positive terms kind of come together to communicate how I feel about our discussion here on the Outschool platform. Finally, we talked about anticipating the needs of our parents and our students. And what this looks like to me is as I partner with parents, I want to try to anticipate and meet those needs. In anticipating those needs, I want to use terms like teamwork and partnering and success. When I use terms like these, I feel like parents understand that I am doing my very best to anticipate their needs, to work with them to the best of my ability, and that I have their students' best interest at heart. Those 3 things that we've communicated today, I feel really will help our parental communication. Things like hearing our parents, having a positive attitude when we communicate with them, and anticipating the needs of parents and students. See you around.